Start the meeting with pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mr. Williamson?
Here.
Mr. Beverly? Mrs. Maxey? Mr. Boone?
Here.
Mr. Mulholland?
Woohoo! Yes, I'm here.
Mr. Wilkinson? Mr. Lloyd?
Here.
Five present, two absent.
Motion to approve the agenda.
I'd like to move Tracy Nolan and Michelle Johnson.
Okay.
What was that one again, Matt?
That was social studies. Item F under new business.
Mr. Mulholland, do you want the two individuals to executive session?
After. I don't have.
And I think Mr. Mulholland wanted to pull Michelle Johnson and Tracy Nolan and talk about those.
Where's 7-3 It's in this consent agenda somewhere. I don't under C. Could you just give a quick summary so we're all on the same page? We're moving the 7th grade social studies position from the consent agenda to new business. Okay. And the other two are going into closed. Okay. Aye.
Opposed? Vice Ministers?
And the board was to do questions.
Any questions? We'll move on to superintendent. So it's here, just so that you're aware, the state passed the one-year tax budget for education. The budget was passed at the foundation level, which means the full funding at 61.19, something that has not been done since 2009. Last several years, we've experienced proration. We already get all of our payments on time this year. We've received a little over $6 million from the state, and about $412,000 more by that payment on that 61.19. So we'll see how this plays out. I haven't heard much about it. We have heard some questions that, as of right now, they're planning on making those payments will be made. So that's what's going on there. Also, the state of Illinois has new testing, SAT testing for all 11th graders. That will begin this school year. Similar to what we did with the ACT, we'll replace the part of the SAT this spring. We have good news on our vocational internship for our special ed students and our high school students in the high school program that we passed this spring. The Community Foundation of Northern Illinois has given them $5,500 over the next 3 years to get their program up and off the ground. So it's a very nice plan that we got there. Very appreciative of that. update. Cleaning in the all building is moving along. It's right on schedule. Some of the bigger items that we're working on in the future of our buildings, Manchester parking lot has been sealed and striped. Going to this one. If you remember right, we had masonry work that needed to be done in Manchester and the middle school. They're guessing it could be anywhere up to about $50,000 according to the quote. We got quotes back that were under $10,000 for each school. In fact, under $5,000. Rudolph Masonry was going to start on the east wall of Manchester, the east wall of Manchester for $4,000. The middle school is up putting the masonry work that needs to be done there. And we got that done for $4,500. They are with that. They're also done with the roof. Now they're just working on soffits and gutters at the middle school. And our high school parking lot is entryway and faculty parking lot is set to be sealed and striped this week, as is the Pocket Road parking lot as well. PTO bought 100 yards of mulch for their playground and school site stuff there. They had it delivered, and their PTO came in and they bought it, the PTO bought it, and they came in and spread it all in some thankful for the work that they've done on the road. UE roof is the one that blew off. There's our insurance claim that's all done and completed. We're still getting quotes for some of the life safety work that needs to be done along that he's scheduled in June. So, and several other life safety items that need to pick off the ones we've done. What I want to do is, start to have a meeting and take everybody up for a facilities meeting in August, everything over the 2 new sets of bleachers are in. Jim has got to put those together, but they will be ready to be added to our football stadium this fall. The last item that I have here is last year in September, we worked with IASB, a school board workshop, where we put together our guidelines and our agreements, our board agreements. I wanted to bring it back to the board. I was used to doing that in previous districts where we did some sort of professional development or IASB workshop where the board got together and worked on something or put together something that they felt that they wanted to grow in. I'm not sure if that's what the direction was going to support, but I thought I'd bring it up tonight to see if there's any feedback on that.
I'd be in favor of that.
I would too.
That's maybe in particular, what else? That was my next question. This is the guidance you tried to work with. When you go back and review our guidelines, is there some other things that may be suggested to help our board with that?
Must be just a special meeting then.
I think we can do that. You're going to set a special meeting up with the production.
Finances. Taking a reference to finances, maybe how it relates to policy.
I would agree with that.
Would it help you out if I asked IASB if there's some specific workshops that they got maybe for that?
Yeah.
Did the foundation give away all of its grant money, or is there still stuff outstanding?
You know, I didn't ask Ken that. I got an email from Ken Department that said there was 17 people that applied for the grant. Give away 9 that they thought they had criteria. So they do want to have a meeting, that's still a month before. So I asked her to call me back, but I'll find out everything that said. She hasn't reached out to me yet this week. Just lay it down. Move forward on this one. All right. Well, committee reports. We first start by saying we need to set up a curriculum committee meeting, a business meeting, and facilities meeting. There should be policy coming in for you for the board meeting and have that. We want to finish the policy. to set the dates tonight, or you want to?
I'm open the week of the 15th. If that matters to the group.
I'm open to what works for everybody else.
Like that idea of the week of the 15th when the staff is back.
Yeah, because next week is too soon, then it's the fair.
Oh, gosh.
We don't want to do anything that week.
Fair. And I have to do a business meeting because we want to present the company.
So, sometime that week of the 15th, I don't have a whole lot on my calendar.
So we'll shoot for that.
Joe?
Open houses and all that stuff. Like it's like, Joe, how about you? You got it? I'll let you guys share.
This committee small,
Anything to add?
anything to add? See anything straggling? Facilities?
No meeting for us either. We will be having one the second week in August, third week, whatever you want to call it.
Policy committee support.
And me wanted to join such an integral part of their policy and they ready.
I don't know if everybody heard me, but Shelley, you back guys.
Okay, Mr. Cole?
No. I don't know if Joe meets with him sometimes too.
Foundation control. All right. Consent agenda. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Hammond?
Yes.
Mr. Maxey? Yes. Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Monroe?
Yes.
Mr. Boone?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Move on to, there's no unfinished business, move on to new business. The May, July 2016 bills.
Everything is signed for those this month. And yeah, and usually what we kind of is signing people for bills, so I'm sure we do not have anybody signed for bills. Do I have anybody who would like?
I would make a motion to approve the July bills as presented.
Second, any discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Hammond?
Yes.
Mrs. Maxey? Yes. Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Monroe?
Yes.
Mr. Boone?
Abstain.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Motion passes. 5-0, 1 abstention. Over 6
All right, that'll be on your letter. Julie provided in your packet for you guys an overview of how that budget turned out for FY16. Was solid. She's here to give you a quick summary and then maybe answer any questions that you may have. So,
All right, just for, the stuff that came in your packet, if you have any questions regarding, items, otherwise I'll just move on to the packet that you have at your table. I went through and did an explanation of ones that had significant differences on them to give you an opportunity to figure out what those were. On the first page, which is educational fund, in the revenues, the reason that that was significant is because we received The first two items, we received early taxes, more than I budgeted. That's kind of a crapshoot. I'm not sure how much they're gonna collect, so I have a tendency to only budget about 45%. We might have gotten 42% of that. And corporate personal property tax is the third item, and we just got 10,000 more for budgeting. We received additional funds in June, and I'd already put in the amendment on there, so got more interest than what I planned for. Food service, received a little bit more food service. I really didn't check that one out very much because I didn't get much of a difference. The registration fees is significantly different at 117,000 is because when we did registration in July and August last year, and then we did early registration this year and collected a lot of funds. So in FY 2016, we did receive a year and a half. I think we just did we did pay it in June, we did registration. So we got quite a bit. So next year, you're not going to see that 301, you're going to see more like the 184 that was budgeted there. Athletics, not significantly, 18,000, didn't really know how much to budget, so that was a little bit more. There was in the other revenues and grants, we budgeted 10,000, we got 43. In June, we received 32,000 some odd dollars back from Blue Cross Blue Shield because there was an overpayment in the prior year, and Brenda finally got that back from them. So, and then the E-rate, I took off the budget. I had budget money, took it off because we had not received any. And end of June, we received 46,000. So that's why that was not budgeted for. The state aid, we had taken a payment off because we weren't sure we were going to get that. We got that payment, so that's an additional 251,000. And the same thing with private facility, we got an extra payment late in June. And going on down to the federal sources, we received payments in late June as well for those two items, the federal lunch and Title I. And same with Medicaid, we received some payments in late June. So overall, we got 106% of what was budgeted, which is an additional $812,000. And going to the bottom under expenditures, we spent 98.25% of our budget, so there was a savings of $181,000. So that pretty much summarizes the educational fund. Going on to the next page, which is the O&M fund.
Yeah, that's
I saw you
okay.
looking at me, so I thought,
I wasn't going to interrupt you,
that's
but
okay.
so the money that we received early for taxes, that's actually this next year's taxes, will they then get booked on next year's billing, or are you going?
No,
You
they
have to
looked
show
at
where the-
June. And one of the things I could bring up here is that this Rockton, what they did in Hononegah, Phoenix, Grayville, what they did is they asked the county to hold early tax payments until the 1st of July and not pay them until that. So the actual taxes got put to the proper year. So I don't know if that's something that Boone would be interested in doing. So the revenues get booked to the proper fiscal year. We're on a cash basis, so I have to look at 2 years to see that.
Is that something you could put on the agenda for the business service committee to look at?
I can. Okay, so. Any other questions before I go into O&M? Next page is O&M fund, and they're the same thing with the taxes for O&M and the leasing taxes, we got a little bit more than what I budgeted for. And the same thing, E-rate, we got additional E-rate funds. So we received 102% of the budget, an additional 36,000. And expense-wise, we spent 99.1% of the budget, so we saved $15,000 there. So that pretty much sums up for O&M fund. And the third page, debt services. Same thing on the taxes, we got 93,000 more than I budgeted. And the interest on the CBB funds, we received 142 more than budgeted. We received a large amount in June of them, because the CDs that came due. And that increased our overall revenue in that fund by 402,000. And we spent 101% of the budget. We spent about 29,000 more. And I believe what that was we have a payment that's due July 1, bond payment, and it was sent out June 30th. So that showed up on this year's, and I did not catch that. So in the future, I'll make sure to catch that one. So the budget for that. Moving on to the fourth page, transportation. We received less in early taxes. When I changed the budget on this, it was 720,000, and I increased it to 968. I'm not sure if I just added wrong or what, but we received less than what I budgeted. Normally, we probably would have been the same, but so we didn't get all of the funds there. I mean, we're getting all that we're supposed to get. I must have made a clerical error there. So in the expenses, 98% of the budget was spent, or 99% of the budget, so we saved an additional 11,000. Next page, IMRF. I didn't actually do anything with the IMRF budget, but it came in less. 17,000 for IMRF and 14,000 for Social Security. So we only got 96.5%, but expenditure-wise, we only spent 93% of the budget, so we have a $44,000 savings. So overall, the budget, we had a fund balance on that fund. And capital projects, the next page. We received the check from the reimbursement of only 22,000. We should be getting more because I believe the looking down below was 35,681. So we should be getting some additional funds there. So we have an additional revenue and additional expenses. Because on the capital project fund, where the sales tax money is also in here, and I did transfer 77,000 to pay the debt service payments as board approved to do that. And I believe that was the only one that was really different from the budget. Any questions there? No one else?
Other expenditures in the center, energy is one of them. I see that really large, what's that?
That's your electric bill, yeah, electric bill and gas, electric. Sewer's down on that, because I think that's under sanitary service. So that's basically the year for all of
They
it.
talked about this before, but is there anybody who's got listening season, you can say anything there? Just so you guys are manipulating.
You have contract.
Well, and I know that there are there's some other, there are some companies which contract with.
Anybody else interested in that?
We did that probably 4 or 5 years ago. I think that's the basis for some of the T9 lighting that was updated in all the gyms and some other things. So I mean, I think it's something that Jim has done a fairly good job of in the past.
Any further questions? So we'll our software for Genesis was our HVACs at the high school, portion of the community and portion of the school. Basically what it is we're dropping those XP, and now obviously no longer supported. If we don't upgrade our software, we're not happy with it, control it.
I wish Jim would have let the people on the facilities committee know that this was coming. I mean, the quote's from February 23rd, and we're in June, and now we want to get it approved tonight. It seems like we sat on it an awful long time. I would make a motion to table it till the August meeting, if I get support on that.
I'd support that.
Part of it was the time we had. Randy was pretty busy, so Randy was looking at a lot of stuff that needed to do with software. They got it to me in May, I didn't get it to June docket, so that's one part of my whole.
Yeah, the other thing is, I mean, if you read through this, it doesn't even give us a scope of work of what buildings they were. I had no idea what I was looking at until you stated just now that, what buildings it was.
We can table it, bring it back to the facility.
Thank you.
Tom, is there anything in particular, are there other options you want to see?
No, I would just like to hear from Jim and Randy, Basically, my feeling is I want to get a little more information from the guys that are requesting this and getting paid for these jobs to present some of this stuff to the board before it's thrown at us without us, there's not enough information in this for me to vote for it. Until Mike said what buildings it was, I had no idea whether it was 1 building, 2 buildings, 3 buildings. And we have the committee set up. We need to start rerouting the employees to know that it needs to go there before it comes here.
I think
I only ask because I know it's been requested. I had a conversation with one of our administrators about if we want something from them, we want to be really specific about, do we just want them to present what they presented, or do we want any options from them, or can anybody think of any other questions before we ask them to come present to us? And then maybe at that meeting say, well, what about, and have them go get out again and do a research.
I think one of the things that, to follow up on where you're going, that I'd like to hear about this proposal is I realize it patches a Band-Aid over a problem, but then is it also able to be expanded as we bring other schools or potentially upgrade other HVAC systems online? Or will there be other expenses because this is a limited system? Does it fit a 10-year or 15-year facilities plan to give us this capability district-wide?
Sounds like it's pretty tight.
You said, Jim will be able to speak to one thing, control
Perhaps we could request something that our IT people can support for the health facilities with the IT side of the house.
I'm assuming Jim and Randy both, they have the information that we would like to hear, but it's just not presented here tonight properly, and that's what I'm thinking.
So we have a motion to table this until
I'll second Tom's motion to table.
until facilities committee.
Yeah, which then, if it goes well there, it can easily go on the August board packet.
It's not a time sensitive.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. There's no wires to be run or nothing like that.
Motion to table this.
Aye.
Opposed? And so we have 2016-17 workflow plan for special education educators. This is something Melissa kind of worked on. In previous years, while we were actually cooperative, Boone County workflow plans taken care of by cooperative plans, looking at newly by our North Boone staff. 2016-17 school year.
I make a motion to approve the 2016-27 workload plan for special education.
Second.
Motion and second. Roll call.
Mrs. Max?
Yes.
Mr. Boone?
Yes.
Mr. Mulholland?
Yes.
Mr. Lord?
Yes.
Mr. Bellin?
Yes.
Mr. Langford?
Yes.
Motion approved.
Move on to the appointment of school treasurer. This is just merely making sure that when we get a formal request each year from the ROE, they want us to be where treasurer is Michael Smith. Approved last spring. It's not only help us with the budget.
I make a motion to approve the appointment of Mark Olson for the position of school treasurer for the 2016-17 school year.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Wood?
Yes.
Mr. Mulholland?
Yes.
Mr. Ward?
Yes.
Mr. Langston?
Yes.
Mr. Hadley?
Yes.
Mrs. Maxey?
Yes.
Motion approved unanimously.
Moving on to item F, school studies.
Yeah, did anybody notice what the salary for this individual was? And just an explanation of why he was got salary for some good social studies?
Was hired the best teacher and possibly the qualifications and choosing.
Side of me, and yes, it's more like that.
I could get pretty close.
BA steps are all inclusive of TRS is 37. MA 16 step 7 is 54.5. Additional money is also covered. That particular case, I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong, was there not a lot of applicants?
There was some of that.
I can see us spend money. That seems a little bit, some personal things, personal thing that you have had experience with. Someone else does in the district. Well, and I haven't either knows that, no, we didn't know from anyone else, we just were based on who was the best person that applied in our interview, who was, what made your consideration for that whole project. But the overall, we want there, I want to do this.
I assume step 7 is, you're offering step 7 based on previous experience. The master's plus 16 is a given.
Yeah, that he's got 16 credit, I want to play this. He's got a master's plus 16 extra credits beyond that. Step 7, what I usually do is I want to see if maybe 9 or 10 years of experience. With a policy that I've kind of, a practice that I've kind of followed is for teachers that have got their first 5 years, give them the first 5 years. Or every 2 years after that, we give one to an actual experience. So this person, I have this one, I want to see the first 5 years.
Simply be a matter of a rubric, education, plus experience.
And then put in place and give teachers. So,
You somehow want to advance education, some experience in one thing.
Sarah was the elementary, was the 5th grade, decided to got into a middle school.
I would make a motion that we stipend, top salary, inclusive of TRS of $40,600. County planning would fall within that range, another $14,000 to be spent elsewhere in the district. It would up the top salary if you fill that position at $40,600 inclusive of TRS. I can't call a person at that level in any position.
How many people applied for the position?
I was doing several, I know that we interviewed, well, we did 2 rounds of interviews actually, it was 2 rounds. 15, 20
How many people got second interviews?
no second.
I just said it.
We often use the phrase that if you don't pay people well, you won't get some candidates in other contexts. And so I don't really have a problem with some of your teachers. And I can imagine this is a rare instance where we've got somebody with that experience and that education needs to come to our humble school. So that's
I would also say that if we were ever going to put somebody in a place that we'd want some experience, it would be that they would hopefully add some stability to something that's clearly been a train wreck, and how it was administered and how it was handled the last 3 years. Hope that somebody with some experience would give us some stability and get that part of our curriculum back where it needs to be.
This person's taking a substantial pay cut. Why would someone do that? I have 10 years of product. And it's 16. Now the magic
This person's explanation to me when I got to that was, he would be able to teach us this here, so. There is a motion on the table. Do we have a second for that, or?
Other applicants, Mr. That had experience. Yeah, I did so. Yeah.
don't think we should limit ourselves. We should be able to hire the best candidate to teach our kids, and I agree with that. The social studies thing has been a train wreck. And I'd like to see it get off to a good start.
Not that we should be questioning why people take a job here. If they did take a job here at a pay cut, it might be because they don't want to stay here very long. They don't want to stay here very long. It's expensive here, so that's just a long time. If somebody has had much experience in that education, wants to come here, essentially be starting up over and presented, but the person needs to explain to the person where they are with social studies. So perhaps they look at it as something they could build from the ground up. You've been teaching a while, you might jump at the opportunity to be able to also get your own brand and start moving on.
There's another piece to it too, cooperative teaching with the other grades, another area for previous experience. All right. Mike, double second.
Pardon? I make a motion to approve Jason McLee as 7th grade social studies teacher at North Boone Middle School at Masters Plus 16, Step 7.
Second.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Ford?
No.
Mr. Langston?
Yes.
Mr. Haverly? Mrs. Maxey?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Motion passed. 5-1.
Just a
Second.
Mr. Redigan? Mr. Wood? Mr. Langston? Mr. Haverly?
Yes.
Mrs. Maxey?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Motion passed unanimously.
I mean, as a compliment. All right, there's your sign motion.
I was wondering if we had to put this, I wasn't sure if you're anything that you were
All right, we have a motion to adjourn the executive session.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We are back in session. Any recommendations from executive session?
I make a motion to hire Tracy Nolan as the guidance secretary at North Boone High School at Step 7.
We have a motion. Second.
Second.
Motion and second. Roll call.
Mr. Langston?
Yes.
Mr. Haverly?
Abstain.
Mrs. Maxey?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
No.
Mr. Redigan?
Yes.
Mr. Wood?
Yes.
Motion passed 5-1 with 1 abstention.
Make a motion to hire Michelle Johnson at North Boone High School as attendance and athletic director secretary at step 21.
Second.
Motion second. Roll call.
Mr. Hadley?
Abstain.
Mrs. Maxey?
Yes.
Mr. Boone?
Yes.
Mr. McCollum?
No.
Mr. Reiniger?
Yes.
Mr. Ward?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Motion passed 5-1 with 1 abstention.
I make a motion to approve the hiring of Kaylee Kamoko for the position of family and consumer science teacher at North Boone High School at BA Step 0 for the 2016-17 school year.
Second.
Motion second. Roll call.
Mrs. Maxey?
Yes.
Mr. Boone?
Yes.
Mr. McCollum?
Yes.
Mr. Reiniger?
Yes.
Mr. Ward?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mrs. Hadley?
Yes.
Motion passed unanimously.
I make a motion to approve the hiring of Jennifer Van Giesen for the position of special education teacher at North Boone Upper Elementary at Master's Step 0 for the 2016 and 17 school year.
Second.
Motion second. Roll call.
Mr. Boone?
Yes.
Mr. McCollum?
Yes.
Mr. Reiniger?
Yes.
Mr. Ward?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Hadley?
Yes.
Mrs. Maxey?
Yes.
Motion passed unanimously.
Next one.
I make a motion to increase Randy Porter's salary 2% from his current salary.
Second.
Motion second. Roll call.
Mr. McCollum?
Yes.
Mr. Reiniger?
Yes.
Mr. Ward?
No.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Hadley?
Yes.
Mrs. Maxey?
Yes.
Mr. Boone?
Yes.
Motion passed 6-1.
Is there any further business to come before the board? Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thanks, Steve. Second. Second. Right here, second.